Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Family Matters, a novel by Rohinton Mistry. In this novel, Mistry tells the story of the personal struggles of a Parsi family who are living in Mumbai. Through the lives of this family, Mistry also explores the larger issues that Parsi people face. Parsis are part of a Zoroastrian community that settled in India from Iran around the 10th century. Mistry is also from the same community himself, and he was forced to cancel his book tour in the United States after he and his wife became a target for the TSA at American airports. The story here centers around Nariman Vakil and his family. Nariman lives with his stepchildren Jal and Kumi in an apartment inside Chatau Felicity. His wife Yasmin has died some years before. Nariman's daughter Roxana is married and lives with her husband Yazid and their children Murad and Jahangir. Nariman is about to celebrate his 79th birthday and his stepdaughter Kumi is planning a party for him. Nariman heads out for his evening walk despite Kumi's concerns that he might fall. He has been displaying some early signs of Parkinson's disease and she fears his balance and coordination are at risk. He comes home after falling in a ditch, a little bruised but otherwise fine. Kumi tries to get him to agree to stop going on to nightly walks, but he refuses. After the party, Nariman goes on another walk and suffers another fall, this time breaking his ankle. Jal and Kumi rush him to the Parsi General Hospital. The doctor Tarapur sets his ankle and puts it in a cast. A few days later, Nariman is able to return to the apartment. Kumi gets him a portable commode for his bedroom, but he has trouble using it because he is having difficulty moving around. Kumi replaces the commode with a bedpan and urinal, but Nariman is still struggling. Kumi is frustrated with having to clean up after her stepfather and begins to complain loudly and often. Both stepchildren see Nariman as a burden. Kumi resents him for the way he treated their mother, and now there is an excuse to be rid of him. They are actually living in the apartment because they are the apartment's owners. Since they have talked to Nariman into signing it over to them, a move he compared to King Lear dividing his kingdom among his two ungrateful daughters. Finally, Kumi tells Jal they need to bring him to Roxana so she can take care of him instead. Nariman doesn't want to leave his home, but he agrees to go to Roxana's if his stepchildren get her permission. But Kumi and Jal haven't even told Roxana about Nariman's broken ankle yet, and they aren't interested in a permission. They take Nariman to his daughter's house anyway, where Roxana has no choice but to take him in. Roxana's own apartment is cramped already with a husband and two sons. But they assume that Nariman will only need to stay for 3 weeks, so they make concessions. Yazid and Murad are not pleased, but Jahangir is happy to help take care of Nariman. Nariman has troubled dreams of his first love, a non-Parsi woman named Lucy. His family forbade him to marry outside his religion, and so rather than go against their wishes, he married a suitable Parsi widow Yasmin, whom he did not love. Money becomes tight for Roxana's family after Nariman moves in. Yazid turns to participation in an illegal lottery in the hopes of getting extra cash, but loses money instead. Hope comes when Yazid's boss at the Bombay Sporting Goods Emporium contemplates running for office, which would mean more responsibility and higher pay for Yazid down the road. However, Yazid's boss decides not to run when his wife objects to his ambitions. Desperate, Yazid hatches a scheme to con his boss out of a large amount of money by falsely reporting a threat from Shiv Senak, a far-right Indian political party, but the plan is botched and Yazid's boss is killed. Then his widow shuts down the emporium, leaving Yazid unemployed. Kumi does not want Nariman returned to the apartment in Chatau Felicity and decides to sabotage the place so he cannot live in it. She knocks out the plaster ceilings and makes up a story about damage from a flood. However, when Kumi and a helping neighbor work to repair the ceiling, her scheme turns on her when a ceiling beam slides off its support, killing both Kumi and her neighbor. After Kumi dies, a guilt-stricken Jal offers to let Roxana and her family move in at the Chattao Felicity apartment. At last, Nariman is able to return to his home. The story concludes in an epilogue that takes place 5 years later. Nariman is still confined to his bed. His ankle has healed long ago, but his Parkinson's disease is now advanced. He is unable to take care for himself, and Roxana has hired a full-time nurse for him, though she feels guilty for not being his full-time caretaker herself. Yasad, who once was not a religious man, is now a Saurashtrian. He forbids Murad from dating a non-Parsi woman, just as Nariman was once forbidden to do the same. Family Matters is a very famous book and was shortlisted for that year's Man Booker Prize, James Tite Black Memorial Prize, and Naushad International Prize for Literature. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.